What if I told you that some of the smartest people in history pretended to be fools? Think about it. Socrates, Einstein, even Da Vinci. They all mastered the art of playing dumb. But why? And more importantly, how can this strategy help you become wiser, more successful, and ultimately unstoppable? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see why sometimes the key to winning is knowing when to lose. Let's be real. Most people think being smart means proving yourself at every opportunity. But the wisest individuals throughout history have done the opposite. They knew that knowledge isn't just about what you say, it's about what you withhold. Playing dumb isn't about being dishonest. It's about being strategic. It's about controlling perception, mastering patience, and understanding human nature in a way most people never will. And today, I'm going to show you why this works, how philosophers have used it, and how you can apply it to improve your life starting today. Ever heard of Socrates? He's considered one of the greatest thinkers of all time. But guess what? He never claimed to be smart. Instead, he always acted as if he knew nothing. Why? Because asking questions makes you powerful. When you act like you know it all, people stop teaching you. But when you stay curious, the world becomes your classroom. Albert Einstein, one of the greatest minds ever, had famously messy hair and a childlike personality. He played the absent-minded professor role so well that many thought he was scatterbrained. But behind that goofy smile, a genius who reshaped physics. Why did this work? Because when people underestimate you, they let their guard down. They don't see you as a threat, which means you can observe, learn, and make your moves when the time is right. There's a famous Zen teaching. A wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool speaks because he has to say something. Sometimes silence is your greatest weapon. In a world where everyone is trying to talk over each other, the one who listens stands out. They control the room. The best leaders and business minds know one truth. The one who seems to know the least often controls the most. History's greatest leaders, from Napoleon to Warren Buffett, never rushed to show their intelligence. Instead, they let others talk, revealing their weaknesses while they quietly observed. Ever noticed how some of the most influential people in the world use humor to their advantage? Comedians like George Carlin, Charlie Chaplin, or even ancient jesters used playing dumb as a way to speak truths no one else could. Why? Because humor disarms people. It makes them listen without realizing they're being influenced. Here's a secret. Sometimes playing dumb gets you out of situations where arguing would be useless. Many great minds, from politicians to philosophers, use this trick to avoid unnecessary conflict. They acted clueless instead of wasting energy proving themselves. Leonardo da Vinci was one of the greatest minds in history, but his ideas were so revolutionary that people often didn't understand them. So what did he do? He simplified everything. He made his complex thoughts look like ordinary observations. Shakespeare's plays are filled with fools who actually say the most intelligent things. Why? Because when wisdom is disguised as nonsense, people let their guard down. Samurai warriors lived by a strict code. Never fight unless absolutely necessary. They understood that sometimes walking away is the smartest move. Throughout history, tricksters like Loki, the Joker, and even real-life spies used confusion to their advantage. Why? Because when people can't predict your next move, they can't control you. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever used the playing dumb strategy in real life? Or have you seen it work for someone else? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. Here's the truth. The wisest people aren't the loudest, the flashiest, or the most obvious. They're the ones who listen, observe, and strike at the right moment. So remember, don't feel the need to prove yourself. Ask more than you answer. And when the time is right, let your actions do the talking. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep wisdom, and turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson that could change your life. Until next time, stay curious, stay humble, and keep growing. Sun Tzu, the legendary Chinese general and philosopher, wrote in The Art of War, "The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting." This applies not just to battle, but to life. The smartest people don't waste energy proving they're the smartest. Instead, they influence situations from the shadows. Why does this work? Because direct confrontation often breeds resistance. If people feel outsmarted, they become defensive. But if they think they're in control while you're subtly guiding them, that's real power. How do you apply this? Instead of arguing, guide people to your way of thinking. Make your ideas feel like their ideas. Win without the fight, and you'll always stay ahead.